Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo Hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo Hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Well, hi, how you doing? It's a little late start for me. I am your host, Todd Fox. I'm here on Halos in the Infield. If you're catching us for the first time, we're streaming on 3 different platforms. So, hey. You know what? It's going to be one of those rare times where I come on real late after a post game. Work got me going today, so I couldn't get out of it. I actually took off a couple of days of work earlier, so I couldn't get today off. And thank goodness I didn't take off for today, right? Happy opening day, everybody. It's going to be a rant to get things started. But first, before I do that, I just want to let you guys know that the 10% off of 714 tickets is still in effect. You can get tickets 10% off of any purchase, any place, anywhere, any team, anytime by just putting HITI in the apply now code. Now, with that being said, there's going to be a few changes to the show this year. There's going to be I didn't finish the overlay. I had a lot of problems here too with the system. The system is brand new, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. Leave a lot of comments, hopefully, and I will get to all of them like I normally do. This is year, 3 or 4 of the Todd Fox postgame show, so I appreciate all those that have been there since day one. And we're going to be going through the comments like we always do. When I get to that, I always give my opening rant. So if you're first time to the show, here's how it goes. I'm going to give you a breakdown of the game, and then we're going to go back and forth in the comments and get your feelings about how the game went. I sometimes rant, I sometimes laugh, yell, I play sound bites. It's all good. We have a good time here on the show. The little thing that's different again is the 90-second phone calls. There's only going to be 90 seconds to get whatever you got to get off your chest. And if you got more to get off your chest, put it in the comments. That's to speed the show up a little bit more, because we're going to be doing hour-long shows, not hour and a half to 2 hours like we did last year, unless it's something huge, unless it's big news, unless it's a huge win or something emotional, then we'll go over an hour. But for the most part, we're going to keep it to an hour, 45 minutes, but mostly that's how it's going to go on this post-game show for this season. And then, we got a couple good things, a couple new things. You got the Nacho Night Nacho Night returning this year. We also got the Stamos Award and a few other things that are going to be cracking as the show goes on. So with that being said, let's get started, shall we? The Angels opened up the 2024 season looking just like the team from last year, didn't they? And what happened is when we talked all offseason, we kind of thought that maybe, just maybe, and I was wrong because I'm eating crow. If you watched any of the podcasts that me and Fernando did, I said at some point I thought a number 1 starter would fall into our hands. I thought at some point we would get a rotational pitcher to upgrade whatever we had. And guess what? It didn't happen. The market gave us every opportunity to get a pitcher. Some people say, oh, I don't like Mr. Snell. I don't like this guy. I don't like that guy. Anybody that's out there, Montgomery, Bauer, you name them, who went in the offseason, any one of them was better than any guy that we have in this current rotation. Now, you can look at the bullpen and say, well, Perry did his job. And you know what? I am not going to shit on Perry anymore. Because if you got Mike Trout in the offseason saying, hey, I've been trying to tell Artie and Perry, hey, we need help. We can get some of these free agents like JD Martinez or someone like that to help this team, a Tommy Pham even. Nope. He goes, I keep pushing, and they keep saying no. And then we found out Perry keeps pushing, and Artie keeps saying no. And then you see the results, and you could be like, oh, stop crying. It's only game 1 of the season. Hey, just like Roger Lodge, if you tuned into AM 830 bullshit, you heard, hey, guys, it's only game 1. There's 161 more of these games tomorrow. Season starts tonight. Shut the fuck up. because I'm tired of this as an Angels fan. I love my Angels. Now, let me get this out of the way first and foremost. The Angels are my squad. I rep them all year, all day, just like most of you. But here's the thing that gets me. I'm able to be objective. I'm not shitting on the season for one game because maybe it is one game and maybe Ron Washington has these guys playing Saturday and Sunday. But forgive me for having PTSD with all the Nevin bullshit and all the super analytics, because one thing that got me today, and Corbin Burns probably would have won this game. Let's just say we had Bauer today. Or let's just say we had another rotational pitcher that we picked up, maybe a Montgomery or a Snell. And maybe one of those guys gives us 6 innings. I still think the Orioles score 3 runs. I still think the Angels only get 1 run and we still lose. That's okay. That's okay with me. Where I'm having the PTSD is Sandoval is not a number 1 starter. He's a number 3 at best. And when he came out and shit the bed right away, it was over. Guess what Ron Washington did? Something he said he wouldn't do. Throw in the towel. He pulled a Phil Nevin and threw in his worst pitcher. You can't tell me for one moment that they could have easily said, hey, you know what? We have a pitcher of the 5th starter who, granted, is getting an extra day off thanks to Friday being an off date on game 2. They could have thrown another pitcher, their 5th starter, whether it was Silseth or one of their 100 lefties. They could have thrown him in and tried to keep the game close when he seriously didn't show that he had anything. When he threw 29 pitches in the first inning, when he was up over 60 in the second inning. They could have took him out. But you say, oh, Todd, you're being too hard on him. Rendon had that air, and then Neto couldn't make that play, and they got a bloop hit. He was still walking guys. Corbin Burns, after the home run, was locked in. He retired everybody he faced for 6 innings after that, 11 Ks. It just boggles my mind how you still have Halo Honks still saying, oh, it's not the pitching, it's okay. And you still have AM830. I don't want to talk about guys who are not on this team. I want to talk about guys who are on this team. And then our Farty Moreno saying, I like the entertainment value. The fans need to be entertained. Never in one of his off-season statements, not one time did he say he cared about winning. And then you expect me to be positive and just not negative Nancy. But it's game 1, Todd. It's game 1. Well, guess what? More PTSD for me. You know why? The hitting did the same shit. Last year was all about, listen, all these coaches you watch that get teams to the postseason, like the Diamondbacks, Braves, when they start out struggling the first time or second time through the lineup, guess what they do? They adjust. They adjust. The Angels don't do that. Why? You got nerds, excuse me, nerds, for if I offend, but the nerds up in the analytics department are just sending down, swing for the fences, swing for the fences. Why are you swinging for the fences all the goddamn time? I thought this is a different team, Ron Washington. The first time through the order, why not lay down a bunt? Why not hit and run? But you know what? The first time through, you could tell he was throwing strikes. You could tell the umpire was giving him all the calls. So he's going to have the benefit of the doubt. So guess what? Get aggressive. They didn't get aggressive. You were sitting there taking strikes, and you weren't swinging hard. He was all over in the zone. You might as well take a shot at it, right? Second time, try something different. You didn't try anything different. Baltimore went to the bullpen. They got one of their lazy guys to come out there who had a terrible ERA. You get 2 runs on 1 hit, and that's all you do. That's all you do. How can you be hyped if the first game coming out the chute, all I wanted was something positive? Look, I'm not sitting here saying the Angels were going to sweep the goddamn Orioles, who I believe is a team that could come out the AL East. So I'm not sitting here myopically saying, oh my God, the Orioles, we should have took 2 out of 3. I'm happy if we win 1 out of 3. But I'm happy today, despite Burns' performance, if we just tried a little bit to put some pressure on him, if we just tried to get something going instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And guess what? That lazy ass experiment with lazy ass Rendon is not going to work. It's not going to work at number 1. I was hoping in one of my videos earlier that Ron Washington would have Rendon batting 8th in front of Neto. And why is Shannon Will hitting 6? Why do you have Taylor Ward backing up Trout? He's no protection. Taylor Ward is like a 6'7" guy in the lineup. Why isn't O'Hoppe fifth? Why isn't Drury fourth? Why isn't Trout? Well, Trout was third. But you have, you don't have Renifo yet, but you could have played Moniak. You could have had Hicks even up there. But none of these guys looked ready for today's game. That was sad. And again, you're bailing out Burns. We all know he's a good pitcher. We know he's good. But he didn't have it today, dude. He had it today. And if you don't have a starting pitcher that's going to give you more than 2 innings, and then you throw out Suarez? Really? Suarez? You could have went to anybody else, but you went to Suarez on opening day. Knowing you had an extra day off, you could have used the 5th starter to try to at least keep you in the game. I would have been okay losing 5-2, 5-3 maybe. But it depends. Baltimore might have changed their mind in who they brought in late in the game, not being up 10 runs. But, we made Baltimore look really good. And I'm not sitting here saying that we're going to be over 500. Because I was sick the other day, I wasn't able to get on and tell you guys my predictions for the division. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But it was tough watching this team. I want success from this team. But I've told Fernando in a lot of these podcasts, like, hey, you know what? If the Angels win 75 games, but they're in it, they're playing hard, they're making the right decisions, they're doing shit that they didn't do last year, they're getting away from bad habits, they're adjusting mid-game to change things up instead of just being out of it after the 3rd inning, then I'm all in. I'm all in. I'll take those 73 wins. I'm fine. Give me a team with heart, because last year, Artie, Farty, Moreno, and AM 830, you gave me jack shit. You want to call that entertainment? Listen, this is a post-Ohtani era. I want to see new baseball. I want to see these kids flourish. I want to see this team play good. But I want a new attack. And we saw a little bit of that in spring training. But again, what can you take out of spring training? We already know Perry Manassian's hands are cuffed because Artie won't let him move forward. If he gets fired tomorrow, it's not on him. It's the bitch upstairs. And that's Artie Moreno. But if Ron Washington was coming out super aggressive and he had these hitters taking pitches and being a lot better, and there's a different mentality, small ball and blah, 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 blah. I know it's game 1, but I didn't see any kind of change, and that's a little troubling to me. Is his hands cuffed? We shall see. But I want to see what happens in game 2 and game 3. But again, all year long, it's going to be like this for me as an Angel fan. I want to know if it's going to be the same for you. Are you going to be looking at a series, say, versus, because have you seen our April schedule? Our April schedule, we don't play one division team. It's mostly East Coast teams, and those teams are really good. And even when we play the Cincinnati Reds. So, we have a really tough April. So it's going to be really hard to get off the schneid. So one thing, and I listened to the Sports Lodge today, which I normally don't do, but I was looking for sound bites, number 1. And number 2, I was trying to see what this dumbass would have to say. And Roger Stupid Lodge, Mr. Blind Date himself, came out and said, this team's got a really, really difficult April, which is something we've said since day 1. He's barely finding that out. And he goes, I would be shocked if they were, or I would take a 500 record at the end of April. So would I. That would be improvement. And against a tough schedule like that, hell yeah, that's a win. But can we get there? Fernando simulated, kept the rosters exactly how they were for MLB The Show 24. And I think the best record we got out of that was 13-18 or something stupid like that. Do we get that? Are we good with that? Maybe, but again, it's how they play. Because I think everyone's looked at this season, and even with Ohtani, we weren't making the playoffs. So I'm not going to be like, oh, Ohtani, we miss you so much. We do, but we don't miss him as far as wins and losses. We didn't win when he pitched. We didn't win when he hit. So everything's got to change. Culture-wise, in-game strategy, calls on the field, players' judgment and ability, they all have to be better. You can win with a shit lineup. It's been proven, but you need pitching. And unfortunately, we've got a barely above shit level hitting, and we've got a shit level rotation. We've got a very good bullpen on paper, but not a starting rotation, guys. We got 3s and 4s, if you want to call them 3s. I'm very interested to see what Griffin Canning's going to do. Some people on this network like Griffin Canning and Sil Seth to be standouts. Maybe they will be. Maybe they'll be pleasant surprises, but we need some of these lefties to come through. Detmers has to pitch a lot better. Sandoval can't be giving us shit performances like this. You wanted the ball, bro, and you got it, and you overthrew it. It's terrible. Terrible loss, man. Terrible loss. Now, let's get to some awards. We're going to talk about the Golden Stamos, which is Roger Lodge's boyfriend. It's been proven it's there. Trust me. So Roger Lodge has given us a Golden Stamos to give out to the best performance of the night. Well, let's see who had the best performance. Obviously, Corbin Burns, 11 strikeouts, 6 innings pitched, 1 hit. Yes, just 1 hit the Angels got, and that was a Mike Trout hit. And then he went on a big streak of getting all kinds of outs. So it was.
That's all. We got one goddamn hit.
Yep. We got one goddamn hit. That's all we got. So there's your Stamos for the night. Let's see who gets the Nacho Night, who got the worst player on the field. Let's see. I think his name starts with Patrick.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos. Ow.
Ow. The Nacho Night Award goes to Patrick Sandoval. Patrick Sandoval couldn't get out of his own way. He pitched an inning and 2/3, 6 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and again, 3 earned runs because the other 3 were unearned. He had 23 unearned runs last year. He's on pace to do that all over again. So that's awesome right there. So Patrick Sandoval gets your Nacho Night of the award because it was Nacho Night. Nacho Night! As the Angels lose again because we played like...
Yeah, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked. Yeah, Mo, that team sure did suck last.
Oh, no! We suck again!
And you know what? It was like you had Ron Washington out there probably in the first inning going,
What the hell's going on out here?
Exactly. What the hell is going on out there? But don't worry. If you listen to AM 830 and Trent Rush, because Trent Rush has that voice and he loves to talk like this, he likes to say,
we got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Exactly. The season starts tonight, everybody. Good God. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Let's get into these comments, shall we? Let's see. Wilbur checks in, says, sell the team. Rendon says, or Steve Lee says, Rendon sucks. Little Wayne says, so tired of Sandoval's meltdowns. Steve Lee says, same old disappointment shit. Anthony Rendon play. Also, Little Wayne says, the strike zone and the airs go against Sandoval and it's instant meltdown. The man is mentally soft, nothing more than a number 5 starter. Steve Lee also says, at the same point, someone has to get their shit together and fucking hit the ball and play some small ball. Exactly. Brian says, nothing about this game was a surprise. Trout home run, Sandoval meltdowns, 14 strikeouts. Leaf says, play cash for gold. Well, you know what? I should play cash for gold because, I have a, where is it right now? Let's talk about that starting lineup real quick because that starting lineup for the Angels did such a wonderful job. Let me just get into that real quick here. Let's see, Angels versus Orioles. Let me check the player stats. Let's talk about that rotation real quick. Or actually, let's just talk about the bullpen real quick. And let's play this. Hold on. Patrick Sandoval, 1 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. My boy Suarez, 3 2/3, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Cisneros shows up with 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks. And then Zunga and Sinsner did a great job. The Angels did a total of 2 hits. No, 3 hits. That's awesome. Shonawell Ohapi. No, you had 3 walks. You had 2 hits. Only Renifo, a pinch hit, and Mike Trout. So there you go. So there's the instant request right there with our awesome sound right there. Let's see. Also, let's see. One Jets Pod says 4th place. Here we come. Eric says, hey, Todd, what's up, Eric? Nate Hustle says, send Sandy back to the Myers and call up Joyce. We don't even have starting pitching, and that will get us to the wild card. They come to Anaheim and completely change the way they play and manage. It's amazing, One Jets Pod says. Eric says, Burns was amazing today. One Jets Pod says, unfinished business. Rocket Vomit says, preach. Let's see. Also, Steve Lee says, fuck you. You are a nerd. Demetrio says, what up, Todd Fox? We got fisted today. Sure did. We have a day to think about it as well. One Jets Pod says, nope. That was this here is Anaheim Brand Ran Washington. Vicky says Rendon and then lead off. One Jets Pod that really change when they come here. Change our name to fuck them. Tony Two Bags, she's laughing right there, Vicky. Eric says, what does the season start? Our fearless leader says, oh, let's see, when does the season start? Someone told me.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
There you go. Season starts tonight. Let's see. Also, I'd take a 500 record at the end of September. Boy, oh boy, I think so. Rendon should be cuffed. You're asking for too much, Steve Lee says. Also, that's asking. Facebook user says, I agree with you 100%. Roger Lodge is Captain Obvious. Minapi says, guys, I don't think we're going to the World Series. Well, Minapi, I think you're one of those myopic fans, or you're really funny at stand-up. Oh, no, we suck again, Mikio says. Which we should play this. Well, I already did play that one. Let's see. Also, Todd Silseth seems more like a 1 or a 2, not a 3 or a 4. We'll have to see, Michael. We will have to see. Jay from X says Phalos. Yes, we are the Phalos right now. Vicky says Anthony Rendon. A Nacho song is tight. The new Nacho song. Thank you, Randy, for that one. Eric says that's all we got. Got one goddamn hit. And then also, it's Nacho career look. Also, a AAA team Facebook user says Matt Grill Master checks in with Trout. Homer Q Bally's. Oh yeah, if you don't know, it's always Bally's when it's time for a home run or something, because you got to play the Bally's. Now I got to find the Bally's though. I redid my soundboard on here, so give me a minute to find it if I can find it. If not, I'm gonna have to find it next time. Cue the Bally's. It's somewhere on here. Jeez.
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And
that's not it.
Half the battle.
G.I. Joe. No, I'm gonna have to work on that one. Sorry about that one, Grill Master. Season never starts. IE says, glad to have the season to start, but Sandoval completely fucking sucked. Why do we have a random off day mid-series? That's to make up for the goddamn what is it called? It's to make up for all those stupid what is it called? The rainouts, because we have a ton of rainouts right now. So yeah, that's basically the problem right there. GI Toe, shut up. But this game, if you guys aren't clicking in on the Blixie says season starts tomorrow. Everyone, don't count these guys out. Dark horses in the AL West. Look, I'm not saying that. Look, like here's the thing, and I love how this team has been like. It can be constructed and it can work. So, and Mickey O says, bring back Squid. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying the season's over. There's a lot of baseball left to be played. But my problem is, can this team get their shit together and play differently? Like I want them to be competitive in games. Look, like Corbin Burns is an all-star. He's a number 1. He's an ace. He's a tough pitcher. I got it. There's no getting around it. My problem is we have to show some life. You have to show some life when you play these guys. You just can't go out there and just play like cream puffs. And you can see other teams, if they start their number 5 versus their number 1, okay, so he's getting lit up a little bit, but you got to peck at the lead, come back a little bit, put a little pressure on him, make it so it's not like it's cruise time after that home run. Because we've seen this song and dance so many times with the Angels, whether they had Ohtani or not, whether they had Trout or not, when they were always injured off and on. When we had both of them, it was Captain Solos, Captain Han Solo, a solo home run. The other team knocks in 3. A solo home run. The other team knocks in 2 innings of 2 and 3. And then all of a sudden we're down 8-1 or 2. And what is it today? You had Roger Lodge, and I'm complaining on this bitch because I heard his show the entire time. But he played the home run call 4 times in the first 20 minutes, including one time twice in a row, because he said, "Oh, let's hear that again." That is doing. Why do people listen to him? Listen to anybody else. I'm not jealous and saying take his audience and give it to me. I would love that. But no, can any of these Angel fans see how cheesy this guy is and see that he's like the right-hand man? He's the propaganda prime minister, aka PP. He's PP. And he gets to say everything that Artie Moreno spits out at he translate the slobber that comes out of Artie Moreno's mouth. And he and some of these Angel fans, I can't look. They have divided this fan base. And I just wish we would come back to some sense and sensibility. Because if we're able to understand and realize, hey, we don't have the greatest team out there. This team ain't going to win. Some people are still like, hey, it's fine we don't pick up any free agents. Hey, it's fine we don't do this. Well, it's fine we don't do it. It's fine we get a guy that hasn't played in 2 years. Why not? Why all the other teams have we not forgotten the AL West? Forget the rest of the American League. All 5 teams in the East can get to the playoffs. The Central sucks ass, but they're going to take one from there anyway. So it's either the Twins or Ohio. But the AL West is already built against us. We don't have the 19 games against each opponent. So all these games, when we actually do play the Mariners, when we actually do play the Rangers, when we actually do play the Houston Astros, are going to count. There's only 2 at their house and 2 at our house. That's it. So those games matter. And guess what? That division got a hell of a lot better. And what did we do? We sat on our ass and did absolutely nothing. Robert the other day said Artie Moreno bought this team for $184 million. Let that sink in. $184 million. Artie Moreno bought this team from Disney. You don't think Disney is regretting that now today? Now that the team got an offer for $3.5 billion? Dumbass hasn't done anything in 20 years. You could say, oh, he did this and he did that in the beginning. He got Bartolo Colon, he got Torrey Hunter, he got Vladimir Guerrero. Yeah. With Angels scouting, with Angels GMs, with Disneyland backed people, including Sosha. When all his guys came in there and fucked things up after 2010, what a surprise. The team stopped winning and had one good year, which was our last postseason run. But Robert made a great point the other day. $184 million. How do you turn down $3.5 billion? Just walk away. You can have $3.5 billion in coins like Scrooge McDuck in DuckTales and swim in coins all you want for the rest of your life. But no, he wants to torture Anaheim / Southern California / Western Hemisphere / Los Angeles. It's bad enough you changed the name. For the love of God, at least give us our name back. Give us California. Give us Anaheim. Anything but Los Angeles. Because you have Dave Roberts on a commercial I heard on Spotify trying to hear my crime show, which I do on the side, advertise, this is LA's real team. Taking stabs at us. But then again, you have our own AM 830 playing highlights of Kirk Gibson's home run and the 2020 Ring Pop World Series of the Dodgers. Do you think AM 570 would play any of our shit? Do you think they would actually refer to us as Los Angeles Angels? Nope. But we give them grace. We talk about them on that station. It's supposed to be our station, a station of the fans. It's Propaganda Prime Minister, a.k.a. PP Roger Lodge. That's what he is. So my whole point bringing this full circle is we're fucked. We have to ride this thing out. And it sucks. Because you got to hope against hope. We have a shit owner, and somehow he'll spend or come to his senses, and this team may be good in 10 years. Maybe the embarrassment, because I thought the embarrassment was enough to run him out of Anaheim. take the money and leave. Nope. Lawsuits against him, criminal investigation against him, still right here. Our fucking luck. But Frank McCourt cheats on his wife and he loses the goddamn team. Go figure. We have no goddamn luck. Oh, man, oh, man. Let me get to some more of these comments as they're rolling in right now. Bixley says this bullpen will throw a combined 560 ER, fucking disaster of an organization if they're thrown out there that much. Oh my God. Knock some sense into us doubtful Angel fans. The power here at the Cal State Fullerton Apartments has been dead for 5 hours now, and Titans baseball plays at 7 or has lost 7 straight. Well, the team has lost it too. Fucking Halo honks. Blixie says also IE says wasn't expecting this team to win today, but they roll over, and that's going to be a very long season. Yes, it is. Let's see. Hey, Todd, remember 2002 to 2010? I miss those days. Damn right. Artie's probably home coloring in his coloring pages and his crayons. Not a care in the fucking world. This team is hopeless. Todd, you're beautiful. Oh, shut up. Lewis says, God damn, it's only the first game. It sure is, and it sucks. Let's see. Baseball did that, not Artie. Also, you probably said that last year too at Lewis. Let's see. Also, let me get down here. The ride never ends. Urinating tree on the Broncos. It sure is. Adrian says, too soon for paper bags. It's getting there. It is getting there for sure. Let's see. So if you guys want to call into the show, we got that open. Here's the number to call in. I haven't gotten the banner up. I got to get with my boy. Because my boy Randy's been helping me a lot with this. So hopefully if you guys want to call in 90 seconds, that's what we're getting. Cause we're trying to push this through. Sometimes the phone calls go way too long. So that's why we're trying to do a little, new segment where it's 90 seconds. So, if you want to call in, the number to call is right there. 714-598-7221. Otherwise, exactly. Because we need a winning streak. We don't have one. And today, Sandoval was...
Ball 4. Ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
Yeah, he sure screwed it up. But, it is what it is. See if you guys can call in. It should be ready to go. Again, 714-598-7221. Is the number should be to call in here. Maybe if I gave you the right number. Oh man, I love my luck here. It's actually wrong right there. It's the wrong number. Woo! I'm off to a fiery start tonight, guys. It's actually 3221. No wonder why the people are calling in like, God damn it. Let's see if it works now. All right, there it is. 598-3221, not 72. So if you guys want to call in, if not, it is what it is. Maybe it's not working. DFA Sandoval. Hey says, will you be at the opener this Friday? Yes, sir, I will be there. So if anyone wants to come out, I'm still deciding because I've taken off a lot of days earlier this year. I still am deciding whether or not to go as a Halo honk. If not, I'm just going to go regular, do a little barbecue in the parking lot. Spend time with the family for opening day, maybe do the Halo honk later in the month or maybe the next night on Saturday, depending. I want to get to a couple of these games, especially early on, to see what kind of presentation, what kind of entertainment we're given. So a frustrating loss, but these are going to be some growing pains. And watching this team develop, Anthony says XO27. It's let's see, will you be under the big A? Yeah, I'll let you know, Hayes, as it gets closer. If you guys want to meet up and do the whole like I said, under the Halo, I might be doing that too. So if that's the case, we'll do that, and I'll let you guys know where I'm at. But that's where usually I'm at. So but right now tonight was a lot of
emotional damage.
But one thing though that I have to say is,
how dare you?
To all the Dodger fans that are going to be rubbing it in our face every time Ohtani does anything. And it's one of those things where I just want to get over it and just move forward. But we're going to spy on him every now and then and find out what he's done. And it is what it is. like he's still a hell of a player, although I wish he was gambling. I wish he was with Kenny Rogers right now, but we'll see what happens with that. It's likely Ipe took the fall on that, so we're not going to get no luck there. But all I know is that Sandoval could have pitched really good, but in turn, he had all of us saying this about 2/3 of the way through the second inning.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things where you want things to change. It's gonna take a while, so there you go. Justin Option says, Todd, did you lose weight? No, I grew a beard. I I lost some weight and then I put some back on. So there you go. I don't know if it's the number not working. It should work because unless no one wants to call in, which is a change from last year, because last year was all kinds of calling in and I couldn't get people off the phones at times. See, there it goes right there. So the phones are working. So if you guys want to, let's see, I'm trying to call in. I got a phone call right now. So again, try 714-598. There you go. There you go. It's the Halo Honk line.
Yo, what's up, Todd?
What's up? Who's this?
Yo, it's Alex, bro. I called last year, but I'm not a regular,
Well, what's up, Alex? How did you enjoy the game today, man? Are you pumped up like me?
Nah, bro. Like, this bullshit here, bro. Like, they fucking black out your shit. You don't like have that value thing.
Oh yeah. It's.
So I just did the most ethical thing, which is pirate it, of course.
That's what you got to do, man. I mean, it's until they find out a streaming thing, man. I think that's another reason why he didn't spend any money to the team. He wasn't getting that Bally's money.
Yeah, man. So I was like, fuck it, bro. If you're gonna black out my shit when I pay like 160 or fucking a season,
absolutely,
for like that MLB, that MLB bullshit, I'm gonna fucking black out. And every time it's a blackout, bro, I'm pirating that shit. I don't care.
Yeah, I would. There's a couple apps I'll put on here too. I got off of Fire Stick. They're great. They're like from Britain. It's like Prime Sports, but they have all of our you could pick literally every time you pick a game, it gives you 4 different kinds of broadcasts. It's awesome.
Yeah, you can just what I did. I forgot the website, but you just typed in Reddit free sports. That's what I did.
There you go. Don't give any money to our boy Artie. But hey, are you going to be at the opener or any of those games?
Probably not, man. I live in South Central.
Hey, man, take the train down. I don't know, man. That's what I did before too. So don't trip, man. But let me know when you do. We'll have a beer, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm not old enough yet, but yeah.
I'll sneak you one, bro, in the parking lot, man. That's how it works.
Yeah.
All right, bro. You have a good night, man.
Question.
Oh, go ahead.
Bro, do we even have an ace? Like, who's our ace?
We don't, bro. That was our attempt at an ace tonight.
Even our minor leagues, there's no one coming up. And I heard some guy from Barstool. He says, out of all the teams in MLB, we have the worst future because we have no one. Yeah,
there's guys maybe in single A, that are just getting their feet wet right now. So yeah, it's gonna take a while, dude. Again, that's why you need to sign free agents and do what Pittsburgh does: flip them, get more prospects, and then move on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, brother.
All right, see you.
Have a good night. All right, that opens up a line right there. Let's see. Also, yeah, I did say that live. Screw it. I mean, I condone. I don't condone underage drinking. Come on, but I'm just saying. I mean, come on. It's a beer. I mean, you got to watch this team and have a drink, right? Maybe I give them a near beer or something. I don't know. This team can't get away and always wanting to swing for the fences, and they always disappear every time Sandoval pitches. And that's right, Louis 714. There's a problem with that, with the swinging for the fences. We hope that they can change that. We thought that they would, but I don't know, man. Tonight showed me a lot, which wasn't a lot, which was the PTSD from last year. I didn't want to see that again. I wanted to see a new brand of baseball. I'm not going to judge them over one game, but damn, it was so close to last year. And think about this too. We are not the 3-time defending spring training champions, which means we won the most games the last 2 years in a row in spring training. Whoop-de-doo! But we couldn't even do that right this year. Those honors went to Baltimore and the Dodgers. So, yeah. So, again, the number to call is 714-598-3221, 714-598-3221. We're going to have some guests on this season. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways, especially once I do the Halo Honk thing, which is most likely going to be sometime in that Boston series. I'm going to have a lot of free stuff to give away. So look for the big clown. I'm a 6'3" clown out there. And yeah, if you see me, you'll definitely get something free from me, whether it's a lanyard, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a bobblehead. I'm going to have some free stuff for that first time. I'm going to try to do the Halo Honk once a month. And then on here, we're going to be doing watch parties like at least once or twice a month. So we'll be watching the game with you and reacting with you. And then you guys can give your comments and concerns and everything else like that. So it'll be fun, man. It'll be really fun. So we got a lot of things planned this season because the season started tonight or this afternoon. I was actually hoping that it was a rain out today, but I guess not. I think a rain out really helped us. But I'm going to be blasting my Halo Honk. And once you guys hear that at the stadium, then yeah. Big 20 says, when can we call in? Right now if you want. But you got 90 seconds, bro. 90 seconds. 714-598-3221. Shop Girl says, first game of the MLB opening week and the Halo Honk is already mad as hell. Save some Angry Bird energy for the rest of the season. What a great start. I'm trying, but this is a tough one. This was a tough one. Oh, here we go. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What's up, Big 20?
Dude, so guess what?
What?
I won a surf contest this summer. And I went to Hawaii, and I've been partying a lot, and dude, I met so many hot chicks this summer, and in Hawaii, met so many hot chicks. And rejoining, I'm playing football again.
Okay.
And hopefully, my friend wins the Final Five this year at my main break lowers.
Have you got to home base, though? Because you were bragging that you got to first or second.
Dude, not yet. I'm super close. Whenever I party, I really want to get laid now. Like, whenever I'm party. Yeah.
It was pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Exactly.
But, dude, has my voice changed a lot since the last time I called in? I'm almost 18.
You're rolling through that puberty, my man. Keep it going.
Yeah, dude, I'm almost 18, bro. I'm fucking almost 18. I'm almost an adult finally. I'll be 18 this summer.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. The last time I called in, I was just a little kid, but now I'm like, holy fuck, I'm almost 18 calling in this summer. I'm just fucking awesome.
Yep, you sure are, man. You're growing up right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, and hopefully I can get on the show this year.
Yeah, we'll have you on, bro. But I gotta let you go, all right? Because we have 90-second calls now, right?
Yes, sir. Let me get on the show. This go, Angels. Season started.
He gone. So again, 90 seconds. That was a little over 90 seconds. So. Yeah, time's up, bro. Sounds younger. Hayes says some things never change. Where's Artie? See, I love my Angels, but damn, today's opener was hard to watch. It sure was. And one Jets pod, that was a shout out to you, man. He called it. He knows some baseball, and if he knows some Chicago White Sox baseball, Hawk Harrelson, who recently retired a few years ago, he always used to, when on strike three, would go. He gone. So there you go. He gone. That's when your time's up right there. So he gave me that suggestion. So that's not mine call. That's Randy's right there. So again, I love you, Randy. That's awesome. So again, we'll have a 90-second timer on here somewhere at some point. The chair says some things never change. Let's see. Where's Artie? I already read that one. Artie's, I don't know where the hell he's at right now. Maybe have him, what is it called? Call in on Friday or Saturday, because we're going to be doing a show, or at least I will, giving my predictions on, even though we're a game into the season already, on how the season is going to go for not only the Angels, but the rest of the divisions, who are my wild card. And again, I got shit for it all year last year. My comeback player of the year was Suarez. Guess who you think, or guess who I'm going to pick for this year's comeback player of the year, if you weren't all in on my Suarez take, because everyone killed me for that, and rightfully so. That was a terrible, terrible take. Silent E says, I didn't get to watch. Just reading the box score was rough. 2 hits all game, pathetic. Yeah, it was 1 hit to the 7th. Demetrio says, Todd, wish we could let Trout go to Philly so we could get some of the youth back and allow him to a chance to compete. And R. Martinez says, Demetrio, I've been saying that for 6 years now. And this team could be in great form. Think about it. And it was brought up on the last podcast by the boys. If you want to check out their big season preview, it was Robert, it was Dominique from Catella Chronicles, it was James from The Chair, and it was also Fernando. And they brought up points like, hey, man, there was trades on the table with Tampa Bay, with Baltimore for Shohei Ohtani, and Artie said no. He wanted the money. He wanted the entertainment. To me, I'm thinking, okay, does he want wrestling? Because I go to games to see the team win. I don't go to see, if you want sports entertainment, which is what Artie wants, that's just put butts in the seats, have guys hit each other with chairs, and, have women, accompany some of the ball players to home plate as their managers. And, we'll have some back and forth segments where they talk shit to each other. And there you go. And maybe some monster trucks in the outfield. And there's your sports entertainment. Otherwise, traditional baseball is if you build it, they will come. Not just a stadium, but if you build a good team, you build a good organization, and you build something that people want to see because it's exciting. It's fun. It's somewhere to take your date because see, Artie, along the lines, I started to see the change in Angel fans when the rebranding started, when it went to red. Because no one wore those what is it called, periwinkle jerseys with the stripes. Some people like them, but most people didn't. But you had a unification when everyone wore that Angels red. I started to see teenagers hanging out there more. Guys like Big 20 and his girlfriends. You see all kinds of families there now. Older people enjoyed it. Everyone just got along with everybody. Everyone was cheering for the same thing. They had their favorites on the field. It wasn't this negative Nancy attitude that most of us have nowadays. We had the allure of, hey, this team's good enough to make the postseason, or it's going to be good enough to play for the postseason, or maybe the World Series. You had optimism on a yearly basis. Those days are long gone, because at some point he thought that just putting butts in the seats is all that matters. Putting good food in the outfield, or having trucks in the entryways, or giving giveaways, bobbleheads, and Ohtani, shoving that down your throat. He thought that was all good. But then again, it's not. You can be the Pittsburgh Pirates, and their fans are so jaded because they have a bad owner too. But you give them time. You've seen their roster this year. If you have, that's a team that's close, a lot closer than we are. A couple players here and there, and that team could be playing for a wild card spot. And then all of a sudden, they're talking about one of the most prettiest stadiums in all of baseball. Instead of attracting 17,000 per game, attracting about 42,000 a game, sold out like they did a few years ago with Andrew McCutchen. You build a winner, they will come. They will support. But if you strip it down for no goddamn reason, they won't show up. Same thing in Oakland. Oakland, when those playoff runs, Field Stadium, rabid fans. But I don't blame them for disappearing, because the next season they got the whole goddamn team. We can't even get to that point where you build it up just to bring it down Buttercup. We're just in the Buttercup situation over and over and over because they refuse to build it up. There's a reason why this team can't get from underneath its own crap, because you don't fill the stock of the prospects in the minor leagues. You don't treat them good. You don't house them good. You don't pay them good. And you sure as hell don't draft good. And you don't spend the money on international players. You could say that they did that with Ohtani and they got this new kid. I forgot his name, Nada or whatever. But still, those are here and there. This is still the 25th, 26th ranked farm system in all of baseball? That's pathetic. I miss the days of having a top 10 farm system. We had that under Disney. There's a reason why you pay your scouting department so much money. Disney was doing that. There's a reason why this team can't win. R. Martinez says that year we drafted all those pitchers, we should have went in on the best players available regardless of the position. Preach. That was a video game move. 20 pitchers. How many have we seen? What, 2 or 3? That's terrible. That's not good math. It's not getting the best out of what you need to get. Suarez sucks right there. Let's see. Also, Eric says it's not working tonight, Saturday. I'll for sure get in. Yeah, Eric, don't worry. I got to catch up with you too, my friend. Throw some sunflower seeds. Also, let's see. I wasn't even this miserable in the 90s, one Jets pod says. Also, Angels don't have dogs anymore, the chair says. Is there any chance Artie illegally placed some bets? No, unfortunately, from what we've seen, nothing. Yes, sir. Going to the hot tub soon. Okay. Also, Argentina says, hey, Todd, what is your guess for attendance on the home opener day or night? It's going to be sold out. You can't keep the Angels fans away, and this is why Artie continue to win. Until we get to a fan base that I grew up with at the end of Gene Autry's run getting into Disney of 15 to 18,000 per game in a football stadium of 65,000. Yeah. That's the only way things change. Until then, it's the Halo Honk line.
It's Supra.
What's up, Supra? You got to be a little faster on the gun, though, man. We're going 90 seconds on these calls, man.
All right, well, real quick. When the Trout hit the home run, I thought the Angels were going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, it didn't go so well, did it?
Yes. 10 runs later.
11 runs later.
Oh, 11 runs, yes. Sorry, my bad.
How the fuck do you... Oh, my God. This is just 2023 all over again. I don't know what to say no more, man. I was like, be optimistic. Ron Washington, Mike Trout will be back, Youngin, etc. But now, oh man, it's gonna be a long season for the Angels, man. I was also watching the Dodgers game as well, so.
Yeah. I mean, the Dodgers they did their job today, and they're 2-1. They're going to be good. I'm not looking at them losing very much this season until the playoffs start.
Yeah. Well, I'm rooting for Ohtani in the playoffs. So.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. A lot of Angel fans will.
Yeah, nothing wrong.
So.
Yeah, just saying, Angels fans, they need to get over Ohtani. Like, screaming and bitching about Ohtani isn't going to bring back Ohtani. They need to just focus ahead. They sound like toxic ex whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. I think what they need to do, as well as all of us need to do, is focus that anger on freaking Artie. Just focus it all on Artie. So
Artie's the biggest betrayer of all. Like, why are we calling Ohtani a traitor? Of course he's gonna leave. It's Arte fucking Moreno every fucking time. He didn't even want to pay $500 million. You know what? That Ohtani got $700 million.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to pay. He didn't want to pay Ron Washington's coach Clint Hurdle. He wanted to bring Clint Hurdle on the staff, and he said $2 million was too much for him. It's like, dude, Clint Hurdle's a winning manager in baseball, so I don't understand.
Yeah,
he's pathetic. But
all right, man.
Hey, I appreciate the call, Supra. We'll have more time on another show, or we're just gonna be doing these phone calls. But light it up in the freaking comments, all right, bro?
All right, thanks.
Good to hear from you, man.
Bye.
All right, Supra right there, calling in from Detroit. Let's see. Also, Justin Option wants to remind us that Trout hit a home run today. Ray Ochoa says, man, I felt so good seeing Trout homer, and then I remembered who was pitching. Facebook user says, what your thoughts on Ohtani and gambling thing, innocent or guilty? Right now, I look at it this way. You can't be that stupid to let someone almost got through it. It's the Halo Honk line.
Yeah, calling from Coachella High School.
Oh, The home of the leprechauns.
No, Qatar night.
Leprechauns. Go ahead. This is Rally Chris. What's going on, my man?
Wait, is this 2023 season? Because it looks like I requested a day off from work for this bull crap.
Well, at least you didn't do what my boy did, and he's a season ticket holder, and they were invited to Angel Stadium to watch the game from the clubhouse suite. So that must have been fun. So it was an awesome season.
On the bright side, at least we're not Colorado. Here's an update. Dolphins just put up a 14th spot just now in the third inning.
14 in Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, in Arizona. It's 16-1 by Arizona.
In Arizona, good God, dude, that's bad. I'd expect that up in Colorado.
It's like they put up 14 runs, and it's still the third inning.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Well, there you go. We didn't have the worst loss of today, did we?
And so far, looking like everyone so far in the AL West is gonna, except everyone. The only one who won was Texas Rangers.
Oh, okay.
But everyone else is losing.
Well, I don't want to worry about the division. I just want to get some wins and play good baseball. But we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. But appreciate the call, my man. Give me updates when you get them.
All right.
Go Halos.
40 already needs to go.
All right, there you go. There's Rally Monkey right there. Rally Chris. Let me get back to this question real quick. What do I think? Look, I want to believe the guy, but it's very hard. Again, when there's transfers I've done wire transfers over $100, $200, and it's like, then the bank notifies you. They want your ID. They want a special code sometimes, especially if you go over $1,000. So how the hell is 500,000 missing 9 times? So that's kind of hard to misplace. And again, if they look, the only way he's guilty against baseball, because he's not going to go to jail. I do believe that it was Ipe on the gambling. I'll give him that. But I will say this, though. If he did cover his bets, he was doing it as a friend. He maybe was trying to be nice. And that might get him in the long run suspended if Manfred has any balls. Which, I mean, if you're going to suspend other players for PEDs and other things and for abusing their wives or girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever, you got to do the same thing. You know, you can't let a player be guilty, because if, again, against a collective bargaining agreement, you cannot pay or send money to a legal bookie. And you're in California already, which is illegal to gamble. So if he sent, and the bank has his information, which the feds will get. And if he signed off on those payments to Ipe, or to not to Ipe, but to the gambling associate, the bookie, he should deserve a suspension. I'm just saying. Let's see. Also, let me get down here. The Rockies are down 16-1 right now. Torches and pitchforks night at Angel Stadium. First loss of 100. Going to be a great season. Coachella High School. Suddenly he's hungry. Let's see. Manny Matt says, how many games do you think we win in this year? I'm going to give you that prediction tomorrow, my man. That's for sure right there. 50-second rule right there. Let's see, called a Rally Monkey. Roger Lodge says it's only one loss still the season. The Angels will pull off 60-game winning streak. Yeah, I'm sure. Manfred has a vagina. Also, Ipe and Otani up to some monkey business, federal offense. And then the chair says 69. So there we go. We're getting to the end of the show here, approaching that hour mark. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, give a shout out to your boy by liking and subscribing on YouTube, going to Instagram and giving a follow over there at Halos in the Infield, or just telling your friends, Angel fans, this is the real network. This is where you could say whatever the hell you want, however the hell you want. And I only have a couple of rules on this show. Nothing personal against anybody else. We don't go in on anybody's family, obviously. That includes players. So, and everything else is on the table. You can take shots. I mean, Artie's the only one where it's like, yeah, and don't wish him death. Obviously, we don't wish death on anybody. So those are basically the rules. You could talk how you could be as Halo honkish as you want, saying the grass is always going to be greener. We're going to win the World Series 10 years in a row. Fine. Or you could say we're never going to win in my lifetime, and you could be 13 years old. So it doesn't matter. Either extreme you want to go, it's all good. Okay. So with that being said, again, great show, everybody. I'm happy that everyone came back on. We got 110 people currently on right now. That's awesome. And I'll be back here again right after Saturday's game, which I believe is a 12 o'clock start. I think it's a 12 o'clock start or a 1 o'clock start. It's one of those times. Anyway, as soon as that game finishes, I'm not working, so I'll get right on the post game right after that game. As soon as it finishes, usually about 3 to 5 minutes after the final pitch. And then also on Sunday, same thing. I'll be there Monday, Tuesday. I'll be a little late for that last game because I think it's a getaway day from Tampa. So I'll probably come on somewhere around the same time as this. So there you go. The Angels, Halos in the Infield post-game show is back better than ever. It's going to have more stuff. I'm going to have a better background. I have to get with Randy on that. I couldn't quite fix everything up in time. My TV, not my TV, but my laptop took a shit before. I was trying to get that up there because usually I have logos or some other shit back there. We'll have some highlights, everything else like that. My bad, the chair. It's Miami. I keep wanting to call them Tampa. It's Miami. They're going to Miami. Thank you, sir. After the 3-game series in Baltimore, the last game getaway day is going to be in Baltimore. Or not Baltimore, I'm sorry, Miami. And then they fly back here against Boston, which will be home opener next Friday. And then Louis 714 says, damn, can't wait for football season. So again, to give a quick synopsis, this is what we do on a nightly. I give my rant. We talk about the game. There wasn't many highlights to go over. Usually I go over the box score, but we haven't been, we had a lot to talk about, a lot of things to rant about. It's been a long time since I've been interacting with a lot of you. So I appreciate those that have come on for the first time, and I appreciate all the ones that are coming back from the last couple of years that have been there ride or die when it's September and the team sucks ass and we're able to vent to one another. So I really appreciate all of you. Angel fans are amazing. Don't let Dodger fans or any other fans give you shit. It is what it is. We got to work with what we got, and this is the team and this is the organization that we grew up loving, and there's always hope. There's always hope that this team will turn it around, but at the same time, reel yourself in with some reality, and that's what we do on this podcast. This is what we do on this post game. Check out all the other podcasts with James Squared. Check out One Jets Pod. He talks football, all kinds of football. He also talks some baseball as well. Check out Catella Chronicles and our boy Dominic, and watch out for our shows with Fernando and for Rob and for the other James Squared. The two Jameses get on here too, and we're going to have some guest hosts and also some players chiming in and talking season preview. We're going to have some Believe Network. If you want to get on them, that helps us out too. Go to BLEAV.com. You can find any team, any place, anywhere that you follow. They have a podcast for every team. We're the only Angels on the Believe Network, which is also tied in with Spotify and all the other big ones. So we're trying to blow it up this year, and with your help, we will get there. So put it out there for everybody. Let your fellow Angel fans know. Let your baseball fans know as well. And for Todd Fox and everybody on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network, have a good night. And we'll catch you on the flip side.